Hola, quilt artisans. My name is Shonda and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. So I'm here today with an unboxing. We finally got the December Sew Sampler box from Fat Quarter Shop. This box is $24.95 a month plus tax and shipping. So for me, it ends up being like $31.98 or something like that. There have been like massive supply and shipping issues, so this is very late. So it says Dream, Plan, Make. I already know what line this is. That's Zen Chic. Celestial. All right, so our coupon this month is 25% off Martingale books. And this coupon will expire March 20th, 2022. So we're good there. And let's see what we have this month. So we have some needles, some sharps, some John James size 10 sharps. There are 20 needles in here. I likely won't use these because these are kind of small for the type of sewing that I might do, which would be more mending something. So this is definitely not something that I have a lot of use for. I don't do English paper piecing. I don't do any hand sewing or anything like that. Don't have a lot of use for that. So I don't know if we have some kind of hand sewing project in here or not. Let's find out. Okay, I have no idea what this is. The glare is pretty bad because it's white. I'm going to have to look at the thing and see what this is. What is this? Is this just a it's like a what is this? It's a needle holder. A bejeweled needle holder. So apparently this opens somehow. Somebody help me. This comes apart somehow, but I haven't. I've already broken it. Okay, hold on. Let me fix it back. Does it twist? How do you open it? It says, this bejeweled needle holder is a fine addition to your sewing notion set. Sleek and angular in all the right ways. It holds a cushioned pad to safely store your hand needles. So I'm going to show you a picture. This is the picture. So you see it opens, but I can't seem to open it. Oh, well, mine is broken. Well, so there was a little tip on here that just popped off. And I guess when I pulled this off, I accidentally ripped off the tip, the part that the needles go in. I mean, I'm not devastated about it. This is not something that I would normally use, but at the same time, it shouldn't be that fragile. The value of this was $6.98. I think that's pretty fragile. So now it wants to come off easily. So it looks like for mine, it looks like mine had a defect, because if I look inside the top here, you can't see it, but I can see and feel some glue. And then here I can see some glue on the side. So what probably happened on mine was the glue that was holding the little ball that the needles go into, that glue probably got into the top, and that's why mine wasn't coming off. And then when I popped it off, the whole thing just came off. So, it is what it is. I was never going to use that anyway, and I'm never going to use these. And I'm okay with that. I know that I don't do any hand sewing. I know that a lot of people do. And so I understand that when I get these boxes, there might be things that are just not for me. And that's okay. Oh, so I'm happy to see this. It's a calendar. So we have the Quilty Calendar 2022. So what do we have here? We've got a little project status, little mini check off thing there. So it's just a standard calendar. I'm not seeing anything fantastic about it, but I'll definitely use this. Here's April. So it looks like each month has a quilt block here. And then in the back, So there's definitely no patterns or anything like that in here. But I guess if you were to make the blocks for each month, you would end up with this sampler quilt. And there's some graph paper. Yeah, this is a cute little thing here. It's from Riley Blake. Oh, we've got some little quick references back here about quilt sizes and backings and different pre-cuts. So yeah, not bad. And each month, the block has a quote. So January is the Friendship Star, right? And it says, "A creative mess is better than tidy idleness." And that was a quote from Michael J. Fox. So I think that's kind of cool. Oh, and it also has some specific Riley Blake information in here. Because I see here on January 1st, it says RBD released 1. I don't really know what I'll do with that information, but yeah, I like that. And then, of course, we have our block of the month. This is our Bright Side Quilt Along. Here's our finished block. Oh, I might have just... Let's do better. I need to do better. There's our finished block. I have not been doing this. I'm trying to see if I have all the cards. Somebody suggested I might keep them because if you have them all, like if you're not part of the Sew Sampler, you can still get the pattern, but you have to pay for it. So they recommend I keep them. They recommended that I might want to keep them. So I went to try to find them, and I think I'm missing one. But it could be somewhere in the mess of my sewing room, so I'm just going to hold on to them. And then our pattern is Ambiance. I love this already because it looks nice and simple. So this pattern uses 20 jelly roll strips, 3 1/4 yards of gray solid, and 5/8 yards for binding, and finishes at 62.5 by 60. This is a very modern quilt pattern and looks pretty simple. And then, of course, we have our 20 jelly roll strips from the Celestial line by Zen Chic, or Brigitte Heitland for Zen Chic for Moda. This is a very neutral line. I've definitely seen this line before, and you can see that it's very neutral. I'm not seeing any repeats. So there's literally one strip of each. So there must be 20 prints in this line. I love stuff like that. So, because there are a lot of patterns that don't require a whole jelly roll. So I like having these. I probably won't make this pattern because I have too many other patterns that I really want to make. There's too many things ahead of it, so I won't be making this. But I do like the pattern. Definitely plan to hold on to it. And this is a beefy little book, so it's like a whole like legit booklet. Like it's not just paper. So we've got our cutting instructions. We've got the full picture of the quilt, putting the blocks together. And there's some guidance on paint edges. Let's see what else we got in here. Putting the quilt top together. No, it's just it's an actual book though. So I like that. All right, so that's what we have this month. We have so I'm not uber excited about this month because, and that's just par for the course, right? Any month that they have hand sewing or English paper piecing, it's just not in my lane. It does not devalue the box at all because I just understand that going in that everything isn't going to be for me. So but the value of the box is still there. So we have this. And then, of course, I showed you before my broken thingy there. I was trying to see where that little pink thing went, because it just flew off of there, guys. Like, it flew. I don't know where that sucker went. It's probably in one of these bins down here. So mine is broken, of course. And then, of course, we have our pattern. We have our calendar. We have our block of the month and our fabric. I'm really excited for the fact because I would never buy this, right? I don't buy anything neutral. Okay, there's not a single thing over here. I don't think there's a single thing in my entire collection that's neutral that I actually like bought on purpose. Most of the things in my collection that are neutral, and I'm not talking about like solids, because of course I have neutral solids or backgrounds and things like that, you know, to be backgrounds for my quilts. So I'm not talking about that, but just like a neutral line. There's not many. I think I have one here from Robert Kaufman that's kind of neutral. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. The Journey collection could be considered a little bit neutral because it has, well, I mean, it has teals and mustards in it, so I don't know. But as far as like this kind of gray neutral, I don't have a whole lot. I think the only one, I think it was in my haul video, I think I said it was Zen Chic. It's not Zen Chic. It was Gingerbread. And it was Dwell in Possibility. I think that's kind of neutral, but it's still not as neutral as this, because at least the Gingerbread, at least Dwell in Possibility, it has like more color. It's just, I would consider it neutral because it's not my normal like bow rainbow colors, but this is exceptionally neutral. Like this is as neutral as you can get without being low volume to me. So I saw this collection and I liked it. I thought it was pretty, but I never would have purchased it because I don't know if I'm going to gravitate toward this. Like, I just don't know. Like, when I go to choose a pattern and then I go to choose my fabric, I don't know if I'm going to reach for this or not. But I'm glad I own it. I'm just not sure if I'm going to use it or when I'm going to use it or how I would use it. Could see it in a giveaway. I don't know. We shall see. But I do like the collection. So I think this is pretty good box, because you're getting most of your value right here just in the 20 strips, because the jelly roll is like $45 right now, and this is half that, so that's $22.50. The box is $25. So you've got the value of your box just with the fabric and the pattern. The rest of it is just bonus. And so it's super cool for me when the bonus items are things that I like. Like I still, from the Jolly box, this little guy here, he lives with me. This is the little reindeer that we got in our Jolly box. I never clip anything with his mouth, but I keep this guy around. I don't know. It's nothing that I needed, but it makes me happy to look at it. So there are things that I don't necessarily use or need, but still enjoy. But for me, these are the two items that were a miss for me this month. One, because I don't do any hand sewing, and two, because mine was broken. So that's all I've got for today. Again, this was the Sew Sampler box for December of 2021. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you next video.